The flickering fluorescent lights of the abandoned mall cast long, skeletal shadows as I ran, my breath catching in my throat. Every turn led to another identical, desolate corridor. There were figures, ivory-skinned and eerily slender, with eyes that glowed black, blue, or sometimes a startling red. They were too still to be alive, yet they moved with an unnerving grace, their limbs articulating with the smooth, almost mechanical precision of handmade dolls. And they were happy, so profoundly, unsettlingly at peace. Why was I so terrified? They reached out to me, their pale, delicate hands beckoning, welcoming me as one of their own. And then I heard them, a low, resonant chorus that vibrated through the empty space. "We'll be among you, as we are many." I woke up with a jolt, a wave of nausea washing over me, followed by years of silence. I never spoke of the dream, burying it under layers of forced normalcy. The fear, however, remained a persistent hum beneath the surface. I started drinking, trying to drown out the memory, but it was a phantom limb, always there. Food became repulsive, my appetite dwindling to nothing. Then, one afternoon in class, it began. A subtle whisper, faint at first, then growing louder, the same chilling refrain, "We'll be among you, as we are many." Was I still dreaming? My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic drumbeat against the silence of the room. My body trembled, a cold sweat breaking out on my skin. I could barely breathe. And then I saw them. Outside the classroom window, approaching with an unnerving, synchronized stride, heading directly for me. They were the figures from my dream, their ivory complexions stark against the muted colors of the world outside. A strangled gasp escaped my lips. I stood up, backing away until my spine hit the cold, hard wall. The teacher and my classmates, their faces a blur of concern, all turned to face me. But as they did, their features subtly shifted, their skin taking on that familiar, ghastly pallor, their eyes deepening to black or a startling blue. They were all them. My legs gave way, the world tilting precariously. Panic seized me, a suffocating weight. I hyperventilated, air tearing in and out of my lungs, tasting of dread. I collapsed, instinctively hiding my face in my shirt, rocking back and forth, my hands pressed tightly over my ears, trying to block out the whispers that were now a roar in my mind. The next thing I knew, the piercing wail of an ambulance siren filled the air, and I was being rushed to the emergency room. My mother arrived later, her face etched with worry. That's when I finally told her everything, the words tumbling out in a frantic, desperate torrent, the nightmare spilling into the harsh, undeniable light of reality.